And how much of the lore of the the myth of Vikings were you already familiar with before the show? Because it's, of course, a very long history of culture.
Well, my grandparents claim that my heritage is Viking. They're Russians, and apparently the Vikings made it over there, and they have always talked about that. So I was always slightly struck and felt simpatico with that, which is obviously somewhat added because I'm not playing a Viking in it, but I think I am quite Viking. I'm a great big, tall, Scandinavian, blonde, look at it.
He is a Viking, at heart. He's been out with the best of them. I mean, there's being in the show Vikings and then being in Dublin with the Vikings, that was a fun time.
Oh yeah.
That was a fun time. And you were in a movie with Clive.
Yeah, but previously I was Ivar the Boneless in a film just before Vikings.
He played Ivar.
Yeah.
And I grew up in Waterford, which is southeast of Ireland, and Waterford was the very first town in Ireland where the Vikings invaded, Walter and Fjord. And how long have we been up there? Jesus. And also growing up watching the Tony Curtis movie with Ernest Borgnine of Vikings, and Ragnar being in that, and what I love about being part of the show is no matter where you go in the world, no matter who you meet, someone might recognise you from Vikings, and it's always nice because there's a shared connection about each culture's history.
Yeah.
So you can learn about other people's stories and relative to their respective countries. I've always loved that connection of history and learning about other people.
I'm going to challenge the audience to ask their questions in, and let's get started on the Comic-Con life. Do you remember when your first Comic-Con visit was as, a cast member of the Vikings, and how you experienced that? Because it's
This is my very first Comic-Con. Yeah, so there you go. And you're a great crowd, and it's lovely. And I'm here with my buddy. It's beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. We haven't seen each other for a while.
Hold my hand.
We maintain a kind of a Facebook presence and all that kind of thing, but not to put too far apart from it. He's been working solidly and rather continuously ever since last we met.
We hung out a lot, and it was my first big show, and I would always go to this guy for advice, and he's always been such a gent. And he's recently, one of his last jobs was in Ireland with good friends of mine, and I watched him in Layer Cake, I watched him in The Green Grass at home, I watched him in so much of it, and he's a magnificent actor. Easy tiger.
A real pleasure to meet up with people that you fought a war with, not just literally and not just figuratively, but in every sense of the way. Being that kinship that you develop when you're on a show together, when you trust each other, it's a lovely thing.
This isn't your first conference?
This is my first Vikings.
Hey!